Hey guys, and you're back again with another video, and I'm going to be giving you guys payback predictions. Now first, you notice the new haircut? Looks good, right? No? But let's get on with the video, shall we? Payback predictions. Payback is actually looking to be a very good card right now. Not the best I've ever seen, but a very decent card. The first match we're going to go through is the pre-show. Is going to be Sheamus versus Damien Sandow. Now, I don't know why Sheamus is on the pre-show. He's a main event caliber superstar. He has been in the main events. He has been in the spotlight at least. But on the pre-show, really? They put The Miz on the pre-show as well, and The Miz is now going to be on Payback. He's going to be in the Triple Threat Intercontinental Championship match. But Sheamus against Damien Sandow. Now, this feud really hasn't grabbed my attention as much as other feuds have. But nonetheless, it is sort of going to be a good match. I like Damien Sandow in the ring. I like Sheamus in the ring. I haven't seen these two guys pair up with each other as much as I've wanted to, so I don't really know how well they will work together. But we'll see. I don't think I'm going to order Payback. I might not. We'll see how it goes. But if I do, I might watch the pre-show, and if I don't, then I won't. So my prediction for this match is Sheamus squashes Damien Sandow, and Damien Sandow hopefully goes on to bigger and better things, and Sheamus maybe turns heel? I don't know. But the next match we got is the Divas match, Kaitlyn versus AJ. Now, we saw on Monday Night Raw, on June 10th edition of Monday Night Raw, that Kaitlyn's secret admirer was Big E Langston, but it was a setup by AJ Lee, and it was all just a prank. Just to get in Kaitlyn's head was AJ's plan to sort of play mind games with Kaitlyn, so that way she'd have her mind on something else rather than the Divas match they have coming out of Payback. My prediction for this match is AJ goes over Kaitlyn in the match because really, Dolph Ziggler and AJ Lee are the power couple of WWE right now. Dolph Ziggler is the World Heavyweight Champion. They have Big E Langston as a bodyguard. So it would be a perfect fit for AJ Lee to become the Divas champion, and they could have sort of a power couple take over on maybe SmackDown or something, because SmackDown is kind of falling right now without a world champion because Dolph Ziggler has been out for a while. Next match we got coming up is what match should I talk about next? There's a couple good matches I want to talk about. I guess we'll talk about the triple threat match between Wade Barrett and The Miz. Now, unfortunately, Fandango had a concussion. I was kind of looking forward to Fandango. Maybe he might win that match. They might have had him win the match. Who knows? But I guess we'll never know now. But they replaced him with Curtis Axel, which is even more exciting because Curtis Axel has been built up so much, except for the fact that I have one problem with Curtis Axel. The one problem I have with Curtis Axel is the fact that they give him bullshit victories. I like the victory he got over Chris Jericho on SmackDown. That was a good victory. It was a solid victory, a real victory. Not these little bullshit victories over John Cena and Triple H where it's by countout or disqualification or someone can't continue the match. Give him legitimate victories over guys like Chris Jericho, like John Cena. If you want to build him up, it's not really impressive to me that he can win by countout or he can win by someone not being able to continue the match. It's not very impressive. But for him to actually pin Chris Jericho on SmackDown this past Friday was impressive to me, even though it was a distraction by Paul Heyman with the whole setup of CM Punk's entrance theme playing while the match was going on. But still, solid victory by Curtis Axel. I enjoy watching Curtis Axel in the ring. Interested to see how he will play out in this triple threat match, knowing that he hasn't worked with either of these guys ever before as Curtis Axel. I don't think he's ever with Wade Barrett in the Nexus. Other than that, I don't really think they've ever really gotten to compete against each other with Curtis Axel. So Curtis Axel will be the wild card in this match, if you want to say that. My prediction for this match is Curtis Axel going over The Miz and Wade Barrett because, let's be honest, Wade Barrett hasn't been a very solid Intercontinental Champion. Neither has The Miz. The Miz, I really don't know where he's going to go now when he loses this match. If he wins this match, it's a shocker to me because they kind of built him up to be the kind of smart-aleck babyface. But honestly, If Fandango was in this match, I would have seen Fandango winning the match. Wade Barrett, I really don't see him winning. I really don't see him retaining because he's done a shitty job as an Intercontinental Champion. Nothing against Wade Barrett. It's just the way that the management has been treating him and the way that he's been carrying the Intercontinental Championship. So hopefully Curtis Axel, the new Paul Heyman guy, will become the new Intercontinental Champion just like his father did, and it will be perfect. Now, the next match we have is Dean Ambrose versus Kane for the United States Championship. This match was kind of thrown together on Raw after their one-on-one contest, and it ended in disqualification because the Shield came out and attacked Kane. Now, I obviously am going to choose Dean Ambrose because Kane doesn't really need the United States Championship, and the Shield needs it more than Kane does right now. Dean Ambrose needs it more than Kane does right now. Dean Ambrose, I see huge things for this guy. He's got a great in-ring style. I love watching him in the ring. I love watching him with the Shield. I love those little SmackDown runs where he would just face different guys one-on-one. He faced The Undertaker. He faced Kane. He faced Daniel Bryan. I think he faced Randy Orton as well. So he had a long run of matches on SmackDown, which really made me go like, hey, this guy, he can go. Like I haven't discovered Dean Ambrose until I heard a lot of people talking about him on the YWC. I didn't really know who he was, and then I looked him up and I found a match between himself and CM Punk from NXT, and I watched it and I was like, wow, this guy is really good. I hope he comes up on the main roster sometime. And lo and behold, he comes up on the main roster as part of the Shield, and his matches against The Undertaker and Kane and Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton and all these other guys really impressed me, and it really shows that, you know, there is a future for the WWE right now, because a lot of people are giving up on the WWE, but the main reason that people are still staying tuned to the WWE, main part, the YWC, are still staying tuned into Raw and SmackDown is because of the Shield. Other than that, there really isn't anything else that's keeping me interested. But Dean Ambrose going over in this match, definitely I see him going over in a huge way against Kane. Maybe there will be a distraction by the Shield coming out and they'll distract Kane. Who knows, maybe Dean Ambrose will get away cleanly. But I highly doubt that he'll get away cleanly. The next match involves the Shield members again. It will be Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns against the tag team of Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton. I was shocked when this match was put together. I really thought that Team Hell No would get another shot at the tag team titles, but they obviously want to do something with Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan, so it makes sense in that way. But I really would rather see Team Hell No against the Shield, against Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins obviously going over in this match, I believe, because Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan have their differences, and obviously I see Randy Orton turning heel. I see Daniel Bryan somehow messing up the match at Payback against the Shield. He somehow messes up the match, maybe knocks Randy Orton off the apron. Randy Orton gets enraged. He RKO's Daniel Bryan, thus turning heel. We all thought Randy Orton was turning heel on SmackDown when he RKO'd Daniel Bryan the first time, but lo and behold, he is not turning heel. From what I saw on Raw. Maybe there's a different story. Maybe it's just leading up to an eventual heel turn for Randy Orton, which is what the YWC and myself want to see. So the Shield definitely going over in the match. Somehow Daniel Bryan messes up. He knocks Randy Orton off the apron, or he just, inadvertently hits Randy Orton, and Randy Orton becomes enraged and RKO's Daniel Bryan. And maybe Kane will come out at the end and try to break him up or something. He'll RKO both of them. So that's what I see for that match. Now the next match, CM Punk versus Chris Jericho. There's been a lot of talk about this match, mainly because it's a so-so match. There's some people saying that CM Punk will show up for the match, but he will refuse to wrestle. And there's another there's another group of people that are saying that CM Punk will not show up for the match, and it'll just be Jericho will win by forfeit. I don't know where to go with this match right now. I would love to see CM Punk versus Chris Jericho 3. That would be, or 4 I should say. They actually wrestled on Raw a couple months ago. But I would love to see that match again because they work well together. I enjoy watching them. I enjoy watching their matches. But there's a huge percentage of people that believe that he's not going to show up, or he's just going to show up and not want to wrestle. But and another thing that people are talking about is Punk turning face and leaving Paul Heyman. After the promo he did 2 weeks after Raw, there was a lot of talk that he's going to turn babyface now and do something with Brock Lesnar. I heard some stuff like that, like he's going to turn babyface and turn on Paul Heyman, and they're going to do something with Brock Lesnar comes in, and they face off either at SummerSlam or at WrestleMania, something like that, something along those lines. I'm not really sure which one it is, but for this match, I don't really have a prediction. I would love to see either one win. Obviously, I would like to see Chris Jericho go over, because Chris Jericho really, he puts over younger stars. I think when he did his feud with CM Punk when he came back, that was just a nod to the creative that he can put over guys. He can put over superstars. He put over CM Punk. Even though CM Punk was pretty much already over at that point, Chris Jericho put CM Punk over way more than he ever was. And then when he did his feud with Dolph Ziggler, and boom, Dolph Ziggler is a main event superstar. He is the world champion now. He's a main event superstar. When Chris Jericho did his feud with Fandango now is like bigger than ever. He's more huge than ever. Bigger than I thought he would ever be, because of Chris Jericho putting him over and saying, you know, this guy can actually wrestle. And there's been talk that he wants to do a feud with Curtis Axel, if that's possible, and some other guys. But I don't really have a prediction for this match. I could see it go either way. I'll be happy either way. But if I had to, I would say Chris Jericho, just because I think he deserves to be a winner. And he deserves to win on a pay-per-view for once. Now, the next match that I'm going to talk about is the World Heavyweight Championship match between Alberto Del Rio and Dolph Ziggler. My prediction for this match, Dolph Ziggler goes over Alberto Del Rio. I don't really see Alberto Del Rio winning. He had his run with the world title. It was a good run, a good solid run. But, you know, Dolph Ziggler, he needs this. Man, like, if he wouldn't have gotten that concussion, he would have had already a long title run, and we wouldn't have to see Ziggler against Del Rio. We could have seen that at Extreme Rules in a ladder match, or like we could have seen that a while ago. But you know, now it's long overdue. Unfortunately, he had a concussion, so now we have to see Ziggler versus Del Rio at Payback. Ziggler wins the match, either cleanly or an interference from Biggie Langston, something along those lines. But I highly doubt that Del Rio will come out on top and Ziggler will come out on top. I highly believe that Ziggler will come out on top. So my prediction for that match is Ziggler. Now the last match, I think I've got through all the matches, right? I'm pretty sure. Am I right here? I don't even know. I don't even know. You know, I don't even know. But I'm going to say the last match. 3 Stages of Hell between Ryback and John Cena. Haven't seen 3 Stages of Hell match in a long time. I haven't seen that in a long time. But interested to see how it's going to play out. First match, a lumberjack match. Second fall, a tables match. A third fall, if necessary, which it probably will be because they built it up to be an ambulance match. An ambulance match. So, who's going to come out on top? My prediction, John Cena. Ryback right now, he lost it with the fans. He kind of lost it. They're not. I don't think he's over anymore. He was over when he was face, and that was about it. But now that he's heel, it's boring. It's Ryback rules instead of Feed Me More. Feed Me More was better because you were like, feed me more. But it was cool. But now the Ryback rules and the Ryback just looking weak, basically, by standing on the stage and not wanting to go face to face with John Cena. He looks weak. It's not a good look for Ryback. Ryback deserves to be the big guy that destroys people as a face for the powers of good. But the heel Ryback, I'm just not into it. I don't really see him going that far as a heel, but as a babyface, the sky's the limit with Ryback as a face. So I think after this match, maybe do a quick face turn and have him, do whatever. It really depends. Maybe have him go up against Dolph Ziggler as a heel. I don't know. But my prediction for that match is John Cena goes over. Now, if I had to give a rating for this pay-per-view before I actually see it, I would have to give it, based on the names that are on the card, I would have to say I would give it a 7 out of 10. Why I give it a 7 out of 10? Because there are 2, 3, maybe 4 matches I'm interested in seeing. 2 of them being the Shield members matches. Dean Ambrose versus Kane, and Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns against Randy Orton and Team Hell No. Third match I'm interested in seeing is Chris Jericho versus CM Punk. I want to see how that match plays out. I want to see what's going to happen. Fourth match is the 3 Stages of Hell. No matter what you say about John Cena and Ryback, 3 Stages of Hell, that's in itself, I kind of want to see it. Like it's a 3 Stages of Hell. I have to see it. So, I would give it a 7 out of 10. Will the rating go down or will it go up? Will this pay-per-view be the best pay-per-view of the year? I highly doubt it. Will it be a good pay-per-view of the year? Maybe. We'll have to see. I will give you my thoughts on Payback after the show. Maybe I'll give you a play-by-play if I order the pay-per-view. If not, I will just give you my review on Payback. So, look forward to more videos from me on this channel. Look forward for videos from me on the WGS channel. Watch our WGS Rebirth. Watch out for our new members, Michael Miner, Godzilla Hawk, aka Preston Boger, and our third member, the youngest member of the WGS. I am no longer the youngest member of the WGS. Cubics Wrestling Show 56, aka Jacob McGovern. So that's going to do for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like me on, not like me on Facebook. What am I, the Wrestling Gurus? So don't forget to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Vine. Now I'm officially now a part of Vine. A couple shout-outs. Shout out to Jordan, WWE Tribute God, Jordan Bowden. I think that's it. But his YouTube name is WWE Tribute God. There will be a link, maybe annotation, but the link for sure in the description box. He made me my new logo, the In Aaron We Trust. I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. And another shout out to Tiger's Den's Vlog. Tiger's Den's Vlogs, that's my cousin Antonio. He makes good videos. I made a guest appearance in some of his videos, so it actually is worth watching. Sorry, buddy. But, that's going to do it for me, guys. Subscribe to WGS. Subscribe to me if you haven't already. And that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm going to go get a drink of water. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going this way now.